Lake season is over, but if you've driven through Monticello lately, you'll notice the Madam Carroll is still in full force.
Well, new this morning, News 18's Isabella Caruso met with the owners of the boat who are trying something different.
A lot of new things are happening on Indiana's largest boat. The new owners, who took over in 2018, are switching things up on the Lake Freeman Icon.
So that's when we started to question it.
While all other boats on the lake are coming out for the season, the Madam Carroll is getting warmed up.
If right now I had to get the boat ready to put away from the winter, that would suck if I had to work all summer and then just I'd be done right now.
The Madam Carroll will stay in the water for the winter, thanks to a new winterization process.
If all the appliances in your house had to work outside, that's kind of what we're going through here. There's a lot of things to think about that need to continue to work in below 32-degree weather.
The massive boat is usually pulled out of the water on a dry dock, which was built by the same man who built the Madam Carroll.
Dry dock being the apparatus we have on Freeman that pulls the boat all the way out of the water on this giant set of railroad tracks.
Chris Peters says keeping the boat in the water presents all kinds of engineering challenges, including the plumbing, which usually runs on fresh water from the lake.
We've engineered an induction system that'll introduce antifreeze and a cleaning agent into that as it draws everything in, so our plumbing at any time for that system can never freeze no matter how cold it gets out here.
That's not all.
A whole new ceiling, and then above that insulation that runs through the structure, because above that you just have the steel deck. So if you didn't have any insulation, it'd be very cold.
Up top, Peter says the deck will work like a heated patio.
A transparent secular wall system, so we can put these walls up, but you can still see through them. They're kind of like giant windows, keep out the wind. If you want to party on the top of the Madam Carroll this winter, you can party on the top of the Madam Carroll.
You may be wondering,
how are you going to cruise when the lake freezes? Well, we're not going to cruise when the lake freezes. We'll operate here at the dock as the loose lounge.
Peters is looking forward to operating year-round because, as you can imagine, pulling Indiana's largest boat out of the water isn't easy.
300 tons. It's the same as a Boeing 747.
Isabella Caruso, News 18.
Well, this is not the first time the Madam Carroll is staying on Lake Freeman for the winter. Captain Bill Luce kept the boat in the water for a few years after it was built in 1976, before he built the dry dock that was able to pull the 300-ton boat out of the water.